Um, my name is Landon Khiry. I'm from Red Hook, Brooklyn, and what I do is I'm a collagist. I make art for musicians, movie posters, and many things. And yeah, I started when I was 20 years old, and I'm planning on to keep going. The process of my work and what I consider into making my work, or like what I take into consideration, is more of like, is it gonna be popping? Is it gonna be very abstract? Is it gonna like display a message? I go through like three different things. I go through my NBA art, I go through like my meaningful art, and then my personal life stuff. So like the meaningful art would be more of like talking to everybody, something that everybody goes through, and then my personal art is stuff that I go through, but people can also relate to that, but it's usually more what I go through. And then my NBA art is more of like just like basketball stuff, because that's one of my favorite sports. So I make that just like as for fun, so people could buy the prints. And the process of that is just spending hours and hours looking for images and like trying to like find the right images, because you can't just use any like regular image. It's not gonna work like that. It's just like I always compare like the work that I do to like producers and stuff. When they're looking for samples, you can't just find any sample. You have to have the perfect sample to make something work, and that's how it is with collaging. What motivated me and kind of got me into graphic designing was me making memes when I was like 19, I think. Yeah, when I was 19, I was making memes through Snapchat and like cropping people's faces on the stuff, and then that kind of started off me like making different designs and stuff and like collaging things onto there. And then after that, that's when I like met Carrie and I saw what she did, and I'm like, hold up. So then I went to like this free like Photoshop app that was terrible, and then I just kind of like I kind of tried to copy her style, and then it was very trash, and like, but it was a good attempt, and it was like my first art piece ever, and people thought it was weird, and people was talking bad about it, but it just made me like, I don't know, it motivated me to do more. A lot of my work comes through inspiration through fashion and stuff like that, like guys like Dapper Dan and stuff like that, seeing like their work and like taking something and then putting a spin on it. That kind of like influenced me in a way. Another thing that influenced me is the Y2K era and like all that, the 2000s fashion. That kind of like helped me. That was like a trend that I see that's going on now that kind of helped push me forward to do a lot of the new stuff I'm doing, like the magazines and stuff. But yeah, my favorite piece that I created was "Cigarettes Don't Cure Heart Disease." Yeah, that's my favorite art piece I ever made. So, but yeah, that one goes into a lot. It was a poem on like a play on words, like somebody breaking my heart, but they smoke cigarettes. So I was saying like cigarettes don't cure heart disease. It was kind of like a play on words. That's definitely one of my favorite art pieces, because I made it during a rough time, and I remember just sitting there and just completing it in like one night, and then writing a poem the next day, like on the fly. My artwork represents a lot of people from where I come from. Like, I wouldn't call them poverty areas, but like low income areas, like the projects and stuff like that. It kind of represents being somewhere where you feel like you're not given as many opportunities as people outside. And I just wanted to inspire like the youth by like showing them that there's more you could do in life besides like the other stuff that we get faced towards every day, like basketball and rapping. I wanted to show them something different, something new by like my art and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Success as an artist to me is finding your piece as an artist, where you're not posting for the numbers, you're not posting for the money, you're not posting because they gonna like it. You posting because you love what you make, and you just putting it out there. At that point, you the most successful artist out there, because you within yourself, you know what you made is beautiful. You don't need nobody else's opinion. You don't care if it's hate comments. You don't care if you're not making no money. That's what a successful artist is to me.